What's going on, guys? It's Jake, and we have some more Beyblade Burst Rise Hypersphere news to talk about, including a brand new Bey that we've never seen before. So let's just get right into it. Before we hop into the news, if you guys could hit that like button down below, give this video up to like 1,000 likes, that would be awesome. Also, if you have not seen my first video where I talked about the new Hypersphere stuff, go check it out. I'll leave a link to it in the description down below. I talked about the starters and kind of how they're making changes to GT to make Hypersphere in general. We're actually going to talk about a few things in this video: the single booster packs, which really aren't that cool besides maybe one of them, and then we have dual packs, which are really awesome, and then the new stadium, which also looks pretty interesting. Just to get them out of the way, we have booster recolors of Rooter R5, which is a Hasbro exclusive, and the recolor looks nice here. It's like that white, gold, and red, but it's not Hypersphere, like it's not a GT base, so I don't really care about it that much. And a recolor of Kraken K4 in this like green and like bronze color. The coloring looks cool, although I was never really a fan of Kraken in general. Even the Takara Tomy one I didn't really care for that much, but the Hasbro Turbo one I didn't really like at all. So once again, another booster I don't really care about. Now, the most interesting booster out of them all is Solar Sphinx S5, which is actually an evolution to Sphinx F4 or S4 that we got for Turbo. The colors for boosters can sometimes just be really weird, and I do think that Solar Sphinx could have been done a little bit better. I wish that the yellow on the actual chip and like the yellow on the layer base actually mixed together, because right now it looks like it's yellow and orange, and then also the performance tip is blue, so could have been a little bit cooler looking in my opinion. But hey, it's an evolution to Sphinx, which Hasbro exclusive bays I think are always kind of cool. Next up, we have the double packs, which are definitely way more interesting than the boosters. We actually have a lot of Hasbro exclusive bays here, so let's take a look at the first one. First up, we have the Rock Dragon D5 and the Ogre 05 double pack, and okay, this one is probably my least favorite double pack out of all of them, because it does kind of suck that we have Rock Dragon on its own instead of being able to get it in a single release like we did for the Takara Tomy version. Also, Ogre 05 was cool, but in comparison to some other Hasbro exclusives, especially this recolor, it's not really my favorite looking Bey, but it is cool to get Rock Dragon, I guess. I just wish we could have gotten it, I don't know, I guess we could have gotten it in like a set or something. That would have been kind of cool. What is nice though is the fact that they didn't change the Rock Dragon color scheme at all. They kept it the same, so it's not like you're going to have this bright orange rock layer base or something. You have the regular coloring of rock, which is pretty nice. Next up, we have a Gargoyle G5 and Cosmic Kraken K4 double pack. Now, we did see Cosmic, although it was called Cosmo for Takara Tomy. It was a random booster prize. It was Cosmo Valkyrie. Because it is a random booster prize, it's a little bit harder to get, but now that we have it in a regular double pack, that is pretty cool. Except it is not with Valkyrie this time. It is with Kraken K5, which is a Hasbro exclusive chip. And it's also an evolution to Kraken K4, which we got in Beyblade Burst Turbo. And it actually, Kraken K4, while it was pretty basic in its parts and it didn't really have any cool gimmicks, I did like the design for it. And then next to it, we have what I think is probably one of the coolest Hasbro exclusives that we have gotten so far, with Gargoyle G5. Now, I was talking to Nico Nation, which I'll leave a link to his channel in the description down below, but I was talking to him the other day about the new stuff, and we both kind of agreed that it looks really awesome, because while I love Hasbro exclusives and I love that Hasbro is making more, exclusive stuff to them and not just taking stuff from Takara Tomy, I will say some of their exclusives can be a little basic in design. Although in my opinion, Gargoyle G5 is definitely a step above all of them they've made so far. I really wish it would have been a Gamma Bey or a GT Bey like Kraken, but the fact that it looks this good, I'm okay with that. It just has this really cool purple, black, and silver color, and it definitely outshines Cosmic Kraken, in my opinion. Like, I'll definitely be picking up the double pack, but just for Gargoyle. And then rounding out the double packs, we have the Dullahan D5 and Viper Hydrax H5 double pack. And this one's really interesting to me. Honestly, Dullahan D5, I really don't care that much about, and I don't like the color scheme in general. I think the original blue and silver looked better, but now it's like a green and red. It just kind of looks ugly to me. I really don't like this recolor at all. But Viper Hydrax H5, that's the good stuff. Like Cosmic Kraken, we do have a Hasbro exclusive here, except unlike Cosmic Kraken, the entire BEY is completely new to Hasbro. We do not have a Viper or even a Hydrax in Beyblade Burst GT for Takara Tomy, so this whole entire BEY is completely made by Hasbro. The disc seems also exclusive to Hasbro as well, unless it's just kind of escaping me and I just completely forgot what disc this is, but I think this is a Hasbro exclusive disc as well. Hydrax is a defense type, although the layer base is pretty interesting because it just has a lot of exposed edges and a lot of possible contact points. So I wonder if maybe you could use it in an attack combo and it'll be good. Also, the Hydrax chip kind of paints something that is kind of sad, but a lot of people have already known about, and it's been basically proven, but I never really said it was proven because we hadn't had the BEYs. We just didn't have the absolute proof yet. What I'm talking about is, if you look at the Hydrax chip, the middle part of it, which should be, you know, the GT, like the layer weight, that is painted gold, the same type of gold that is on the chip, although the actual layer weights on the base are silver. What this means is that it is pretty much proven at this point that the layer weight section, like the middle part of the layer weight, is combined with the chip, and then the other parts of the layer weight are combined with the layer base. This gets rid of a major part of customization because now we know that you cannot mix and match layer weights and stuff, which does really suck, but hopefully we can still remove the actual chips themselves. If not, then that will be really, really sad. Finally, guys, we have the new stadium. Now, this is just the basic stadium, so maybe the one that comes in the actual set will be a little bit better. So that's the same thing that kind of happened for Beyblade Burst Turbo. We had a basic stadium, which really wasn't that good, and then we had a stadium with the actual set, which was way better. But the stadium itself says the Hypersphere Stadium, but on the Toymate website, it lists it as the Spring Stadium, so I'm not really sure which one it actually is. But looking at the stadium, it looks really similar to a Beyblade Burst Turbo Stadium, except there are some differences. You see, for Turbo, for Slingshot, you had these rails that kind of disconnected from the actual stadium, and your BEY would kind of go on the rail and then come back and attack. We kind of get rid of that, and now it just kind of looks like a skate park, kind of. It doesn't have any ramps that would take you out of the main combat area. It just has some ramps that can go up and then maybe come and crash back down. It just kind of looks, like I said, more like a skate park, more like a pool, kind of. And hopefully that means battles would be a little bit better, because that was what kind of sucked about Slingshot, in my opinion. Sometimes BEYs got stuck on the rails, or it just wouldn't really work how it was supposed to. But that is going to wrap up the final bit of Beyblade Burst Hypersphere news for now. And now we have an entire product lineup minus the set. We don't really have pictures for the set yet. Let me know what you guys think of Hypersphere in the comments down below. It's kind of like a final first impressions to the pictures. I am kind of hyped for it. There are some things I'm definitely disappointed about, but in general, I am more hyped for Hypersphere than I was for Slingshot, and I definitely think that Hypersphere looks better than Slingshot did, but we just won't really know until we actually are able to do unboxings and battles of them. But that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Hit that like button down below, get this video up to 1,000 likes, and hit subscribe to join the Nook Nation. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have fun, and BEY away.